Joe, opportunity one in the books. What was it like to be back out here? Second year, how much more familiarity was it this time versus a year ago?
I mean, obviously it's a little bit more familiar, just knowing how practice runs, how Creighton does things. But it's so exciting. I mean, the energy was great. Everybody was fired up to get back here. Even yesterday when we had meetings, everyone was super excited. And it was just awesome. We're going to chase big things this year, and it's exciting.
Bringing in the crop of freshmen, they've been here a while, but what's it been like to see their development so far and really as you guys take that leadership role over?
Yeah, it's been kind of cool being on the older side of it now. Just kind of helping those guys. Like I see myself in some of them, whether they're nervous or not really knowing what to do, but just bringing them along, kind of showing them how I do things, how other guys do things, and then just working from there. And they're a really good group of freshmen. They're pretty quiet and to themselves, but as camp starts going, they're opening up and building relationships with guys on the team.
Defensively, of course, the different style and look with Coach Needham now leading the way. What's the transition today and that first practice been like?
I mean, Coach Needham and the rest of the defensive staff have done a really good job. I really wouldn't say it's much of a transition. Like we did a lot of stuff in spring. This whole summer we've been working really hard, whether it's in the classroom, on our own, or OTAs, and we just picked up really from where we left off this summer, just the last few weeks. So it wasn't really like that much of a big transition. It's more so of it was in the spring a little bit after the season, but now that we've done it all spring ball, all summer, it's actually it's pretty seamless now going into camp, and we could just continue to build off that and get better.
For people that don't know, walk us through what a traditional day at camp is like for you. What time you get up and things going and just the meeting schedule, what's it like?
I mean, it's tough. For me personally, I like to get up a little early. Breakfast starts at 6 o'clock, so I'm usually here 10-15 minutes before that. Eat, then I go over, get in the hot tub, stretch out a little bit, shower, get taped up. By that time, it's around 7 o'clock. At 7:10 this morning, we had a chapel led by our assistant strength coach, Bryce. So we did that, and then at 7:50 we had team meeting. So team meeting, and then special teams meeting after that, defensive meeting after that, and then finally at 9:15 we were out here on the field for practice. Had obviously a practice. Then now we have off for lunch till about 3 o'clock. We get some 2 or 3 hours off. 3:30 we have special teams meeting. Special teams meeting, defense meeting, walkthrough, special teams walkthrough, dinner, and then team meeting tonight. We'll finish around 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. Go home, sleep, and then do it all again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So you kind of get into a rhythm. The days kind of blend together, but for me personally, I'm just trying to embrace every day because it's my last college camp, so I'm just trying to enjoy all of it with the guys and coaches like that. So it's been pretty good.
Days like this where you're not in full pads, are those the more enjoyable days than when you suit it all up?
Yes and no. It's enjoyable on your body. Obviously, you don't got to hit people and smack around all day, but it can be frustrating sometimes, because as defensive guys, you really can't tell if it's a tackle or not because you're tagging off, or whether you can rip off a block or not. So, but our coaches do a really good job of being universal. Like today we did NFL tempo, so the offense knows we're not going to rip off blocks, we're not going to thud anybody up, so we work together in that way. But so it's good.